that our streamlined solution isn't all salsa, no chips, right? I'm a welder.
Let me tell you why the communication is so different between blue collar and white collar workers. I'm Dr. Anna Kalschmidt. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist, and I research the unwritten rules of work for people from working class backgrounds, as well as neurodivergent race and gender intersections. Blue collar workers are majority considered working class in the United States. There are exceptions. And white collar are considered middle and upper class, though there are certainly exceptions from an income standpoint. Working class communities are raised in direct communication. In a blue collar job, being too indirect can get somebody killed. Working class families know this, and they raise their children with direct communication because that is what they use on the job. Because of this, there is also a strong value often of obedience because they want their kids to stay employed, and they think a good employee who follows orders quickly is less likely to get fired. This is different than middle class families. Middle class families may have people who own businesses, particularly upper middle class. They may be trying to get their kids to aspire to do that as well. They cushion their language more. There's not as much immediate unaliving risk in their work. And they're focused on trying to cushion relationships. Indirect communication, the point is social harmony. They're trying to avoid conflict to keep those relationships, those elbows greased and the networking going. They're trying to eliminate conflict, which is impossible, especially since half the world uses direct communication. So inevitably, somebody's going to be confused at best and offended at worst. I know when I first started working in bougier environments, I was at first offended. I thought people were withholding information, they didn't trust me, and they didn't want me to know what was going on and were intentionally trying to get me to fail. There is no one way to communicate, and learning how to switch between the two and recognizing what people's cultures are is a skill I call cultural agility. I just trained a group of leaders in manufacturing on this last week because not knowing when to switch and how actually impacts the customer experience of people from various classes who come to the manufacturing stores for services. There is no one right way to communicate.